Only 2 weeks away till the season finale. But for some weird reason, this episode felt like it was just padding. I'll explain when we get to it. This is Mega Man NG and I welcome you guys to another Flash episode review. Today we're going to be talking about the episode Harry and the Harrisons. Yeah, surprising, isn't it? It's a nod to Harry and the Hendersons, but that's not what we're focused on. So yeah, here's the deal. I'll be providing a summary as well as some of the things that I could just express about. Before I begin with this review, I do want to say if you are not subscribed to my channel, all you need to do is do two things. Subscribe, click on the bell, and you're done. That's it. You want to keep up with what I do? It's the only way. Believe me, I know. Let's get started. Team Flash is in a rut. They need something to stop DeVoe in their tracks, so Caitlin suggests that they get help from an unlikely source. As this goes on, Harry gets kicked out of the Council of Wells due to his disappearing intelligence. So Cisco suggests an alternative, setting up a new council. It goes as well as you'd expect. But regarding their current issue, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Will this unexpected ally help them find the way to stop DeVoe's plans? It isn't much of a summary, but you can pretty much guess the main focus of it. Team Flash needs some help, they need something to stop DeVoe, and the only way they'll get it is from a former foe. In this case, Amunet Black. Now before I do want to say that in 2 weeks we're going to be having the Flash Season 4 finale. And like many of my season finale reviews, it's going to be a big review, and I mean real big. So, compared to the previous ones, I'm going to have a lot to say about this. Because this season felt rather flat. It felt rather dull. It felt like they were trying to recreate what made it work in the first place, only to fail really miserably because the writers just can't seem to figure it out. That, to me, is my biggest issue. The writing. Writing in some episodes can be good, others not so much, and it makes me go, what the heck is going on? But anyway, yeah, this episode felt like padding, because the plot was a bit interesting, but it was padding because they needed to take a little detour, similar to an RPG game where they have to do a side quest that I felt was rather unnecessary. In this case, seeking out Amunet Black so they can be able to get some help. Now, at first, she was reluctant to help out, but eventually she did, especially when they had to deal with the somewhat big bad, or rather villain of the week, Norvok. Norvok wasn't that interesting. He wasn't interesting as a big bad, and it felt like unnecessary. Not only that, but the subplot with Cisco and Harry was okay. Although I personally feel that this was the perfect excuse to give Tom Cavanaugh a lot of work to do, portraying multiple versions of Wells. He had to portray 5 different versions, and I mean 5, and I'm like, wow, this guy really does a lot. I did forget to mention that he directed an episode, so this guy really gets props, and that to me I feel was the highlight of the episode. Sure, Harry is suffering from losing his intelligence, and he needed help. Not even the Council of Wells would help, so you know what Cisco does? Cisco provides him a suggestion, the Council of Harrisons, and they get 3 different Harrys from 3 different Earths. They do help out somewhat because by the end of the episode, Harry seems to be a bit more sincere. And we also learn that he's still torn up over the passing of his wife. Can I blame him? Not really. I really can't. But I personally felt that to me, it was the highlight of the episode. It doesn't excuse the fact that everything else just felt flat. It is nice to see Amunet Black again, and her actress really delivered an amazing job. She can be all happy-go-lucky, innocent at first, but when you get her mad, you better watch out. She's still really dangerous, but in my honest opinion, she actually turned out to be a big help, especially when she eventually learns that if DeVoe succeeds in his plan, they're screwed. So she decides to give Caitlin a bit of help. Though I also feel that Caitlin had a role in this because she wants to bring back her Killer Frost persona. The only problem is that she's doing it in the wrong manner. And she wants to do it in a different way. That's sort of similar advice to what Joe West. And it's something that reminds me of Ace Attorney. You can't just go thinking out front. Turn your thinking around and go at it from a different angle. Which is what Caitlin hopefully will do to bring back Killer Frost. I hope she does come back because it isn't Caitlin without her. And truthfully, I felt that also it was another highlight for me. And it also shows that Caitlin is developing as a character. Her actress really does a great job, and I couldn't be more happy enjoying that. You can't help but feel bad for her, though, because she lost something that was a part of herself, only to find out that there's a part of her that still lives. The killer frostbite, that is. Hopefully she does get it back, but I wish that the rest of the episode could be a bit better, because everything else just wasn't. I found it to be okay, just really, really flawed. I also forgot to mention that there was a subplot with Barry and Iris. You see, Iris wanted to make an article about DeVoe, so that way people can be made aware of it. Barry was a bit hesitant at first. He was hesitant because he didn't want to make the same mistakes DeVoe made. He felt that something like this was unnecessary. But then Iris made him realize that if she doesn't publish the article, they're no better than DeVoe, who's trying to rid all intelligence from people. So she ends up pushing the article, and it gets a lot of results, which sets up for the next episode that's going to happen next week. Yeah, the clock is ticking and Team Flash is running out of time. And I mean it, they're running out of time. I have two flaws with this. Norvok wasn't interesting as a big bad this week. He got defeated rather easily. And number two, it felt like padding. It felt like a boring subquest in an RPG game with some unnecessary detours. But at least Team Flash got what they needed, so that's a plus. My rating for this episode is a 6. It's okay, just really lacking in some departments. Remember, my reviews are all opinionated, so you are more than welcome to disagree with me if you find the episode enjoyable. To each their own. I respect all their opinions, and I look forward to hearing it from you guys in the comments. Too bad I don't get many in the comments either way. My channel's been suffering as of late. What can you do? There will be another episode review next week, but before I end the video, I do want to say that, yeah, many of my Flash episode reviews have been claimed by WBTV. As you guys know, these reviews that I make, they fall under the terms of fair use. I don't use any footage from the TV show whatsoever. The only thing that you see is a still image as well as my audio commentary. And doing this turns it into a transformative work. WBTV doesn't know that, and that's why I have to dispute these claims, because it's not like I don't make much money on these reviews. I don't. At all. I make very little. Not that it would matter, because I'm getting a job soon, so that way I can put this as a hobby again. But yeah, should this video be claimed by WBTV, I will fight to the bitter end. I will be disputing it and telling them that, yes, this video is under fair use. And if I have to fight, I will. Come at me, WBTV. Because the more you do it, the more it's only going to drive me to keep on going and keep on fighting. So yes, that's going to be it for this Flash episode review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. If you've seen the episode, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I will see you next week. The penultimate episode is coming. And it's going to get quite crazy. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out.